Okay, welcome back. If you're there, that is. I don't know who's going to watch this. If anybody's going to watch this. Although I'm sure my guys will already watch this because, they've got nothing better to do. This isn't one that Max has found. This was the suggested play for the next thing, and I just saw World War II Basic US Airborne Reenacting impression. Reenacting. I thought, you know what? It saves me opening the file that I've got all Max's videos suggesting saved in. I just thought I'd hit this and see what happens. Let's give it a go. Let's see what this is.
Hey guys, I'd like to show you my World War II airborne impression. So
Turn them up a bit.
we'll get started. Alright, so first section here is going to be uniform articles. Just the basics of what I have so far.
His poppers look weird. Why is there so much space between the... Yeah, if you look at... Oh, let me stand up. Well, the poppers are, you've got, what, about a finger between the edge? And his look... Yeah, who the hell made this? That's weird. Okay, that's...
And we'll just start left to right. First with the M42 reinforced jump trousers from at the front.
At the what?
The next...
Wait a minute. This isn't at the front one. That must be an old at the front one. I mean, it looks solid, but the buttons are... Well, I shouldn't call them buttons, really. The poppers. They're really
Next here we have
messed up.
the M42 jump jacket reinforced from at the front. And then last here we have the M37 shirt from at the front, which is the cotton model, with just some pocket filler, which I plan on getting more paperwork soon, but this is just what I have for right now. Just an aircraft recognition guide and a signal book, just as a pocket filler. But we'll move on to the next part, which is here we have the...
Oh, are they real Corcorans? I think they could be.
Corcoran leather jump boots.
I mean, yeah, people always call them all jump boots Corcorans, even though that was only one of just a few of the manufacturers. There was loads, and Corcoran was only one.
Which these are the Corcoran brand.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, they look it.
Same, made as the World War II ones by the same company.
Yeah, I mean, they cost you twice as much as the cheap. Well, I say cheap. They're still £100 jump boots. But I've had my Corcorans 20 years, and they're still growing strong. I might resole them one day. They've still got the original soles on them. I've had them. They're wearing and they're coming away in one little place. But yeah, you get what you pay for with the Corcorans. They are amazing boots, and they will really last you. So definitely worth the extra money.
So very nice.
Yeah.
They're still kind of stiff. I'm still breaking them in, but
yeah,
other than that, they're really comfortable, nice boots. I got them from the...
You'll be breaking them in for a while. Put it that way.
U.S. Patriot Tactical. Took about 2.5 weeks to get here because they were on back order. They didn't have them my size 11. So I had to wait on them for a little bit, but it's definitely worth it. I mean, they're really nice quality boots. And what you get with them is you get leather laces, which I'm pretty sure...
But I hate the leather laces. I just think they're awful. Just put normal laces in them.
That's the period correct laces.
No, not true. You look at the pictures, you'll see normal laces, you see that shit, you see string, but it's just normal brown, thick, waxed laces.
Used for these boots, and also you come with a modern pair of
that's
round laces,
crap.
Which obviously aren't period correct, but
no.
It just depends whatever you use them for.
Yeah, they can go in the bin.
And here we have a PX model garrison cap from at the front with
late
the
war style
parachutes.
Rectangular enlisted man's cap. You want the curved ones. I don't think I have one to hand. I have an officer. Yeah, you want, they should be more of that round, shape. And the more right there, that's what you want. You want that curved shape. That's the earlier shape. Of course, making rectangular ones was easier. It was faster. It was cheaper. So later in the war, they all went to that rectangular sort of style
on it, which I haven't got it sewed on there yet, but it's just the way I have for
The
now.
amount of sewing you do in this hobby, it's staggering. You tell you what, it does teach you how to sew, this hobby.
Until I get the rest of my insignia. And then here I have the enlisted man's trouser belt, which I also plan on getting a pair of suspenders for the...
Those belts, I love them. I think I have about 5 or 6 of them. And as well as using them when we're doing living history, I wear them on every pair of jeans, every pair of trousers, whenever I'm going anywhere, whenever I'm doing work around the house and I have to put on a pair of trousers, not wear pajamas. That is the belts I use. They are just so easy, so quick. Yeah, they're great.
The trousers, because once you start packing those cargo pockets full, I mean, it really makes your pants sag. So it's good to have a pair of...
Well, again, you need suspenders and you need a belt. That's, you look at the pictures, when you can see them in shirts, they're wearing suspenders, they're wearing trouser belts.
Suspenders too, so I'll plan on getting those. This here
goes in the bin.
This isn't really a D-Day specific item. This has been used more along the lines of Operation Market Garden.
Yay, good. He knows.
Varsity later in the war.
Good.
So
not a D-Day thing.
I just wanted to throw it in here. I got this on eBay. 48-star flag.
Yeah, it's pretty crap.
On the back.
Reproduction, but
So that was the uniform articles, and we'll move on to the next section. Right, section 2.
Oh no! Oh, you see what I'm saying? I thought this was going so well. He's got the Corcorans. There's some money invested in this, and then comes the cartridge belt. Ow, and the first aid pouch on the helmet. Okay. Well, it's all new kit. That was all. So maybe he's brand new to this hobby and he just doesn't know yet. That's fine. Jesus, the amount of mistakes I made when I first started this hobby. The learning curve in this hobby goes, and then along. And maybe he's still going up. That's fine. We all have to learn. Yeah. If you're a paratrooper, which you are, because you've got a 42 jumpsuit, you need a pistol belt and rigger pouches. No cartridge belts.
Is equipment items, and I'll just start with what we're looking at first, which is the web gear. Have a rifleman's loadout here, because that's the roll down portray. So we'll just get started with that, and we'll start off with the cartridge belt. It's the M1923 cartridge belt.
So he knows what it is.
I mean, it's pretty nice, other than the fact that the eyelets are set wrong. As you can see at the bottom right corner, if you look at the originals, there would not be an eyelet there. It'd be set from the right bottom corner of the second pouch.
So not only is it the wrong thing, it's also made wrong.
Back to the end here, there would be eyelets on the bottom rows, as you can see right there. The eyelet's not it's all the way on the front instead of the back here.
It's crap.
Just something
you can replace it with a pistol belt.
To make it correct, just buying another cartridge belt. But
no, don't buy another cartridge belt. Buy a pistol belt.
I digress. Have a M1910 entrenching tool.
Yeah, see, I prefer the M10. It was used by the paratroopers as much as the M43. The cover's a bit, you can see the way it's rucked up because it looks quite thin. But the shovel's a shovel. You can get covers from companies. I think even HTC do really good covers, and so does somebody. Not World of Impressions, it's somebody else. GI Supply, they do some really good M10 covers.
And cover, bought from Charlie Surplus. They have a 10-inch Grand bayonet with sheath.
Yep, good. I'm glad you've got the bayonet. And most people miss that off.
Here have M1910 Canteen.
Yeah, it's not an M1910 Canteen. That looks like a... Oh, God, what's the number? Is it? No, it's not a 42. That's the one with the extra straps that people call a paratrooper model, even though it's got nothing to do with paratroopers whatsoever. But that looks like that rubbish cap on the modern reproduction bottles that I think soft sell them as well. It's got some weird, teardrop shaped thing.
With the cup and cover. The cover's an original, but the canteen itself and the cup are reproductions I got from At the Front. Have an original
Wow. At the front's
1941
that rubbish
dated
as well.
Carlisle bandage
That's
pouch
embarrassing.
with an original 10 on the inside.
Some of the front canteens are really good. Or am I thinking of the ones What Price Glory do? I think they may have come from what Price. Oh my god! Well, I can't even talk. What Price Glory?
Which, from pictures I've seen, there's different styles of Carlisle tins from the original 10.
Yeah, there's quite a few
to
variations. They started in green, then they added the sulfonamide powder, so they painted them red, and they stamped it on the back, and then they put it inside from the factory, so they came like that. So then they made them green again. Yeah, there's a few variations. Also, the different manufacturers: Bayer and Bayer, Johnson and Johnson. There's the sanitary products company whose name I can't remember. There's Handy Pad. There's loads of them.
Cardboard box style ones towards the end of the war. This is an original though. Earlier model, so it still contains the bandage and sulfur powder.
Doesn't say.
That's pretty neat.
And later on, you get the cardboard ones as well, and then the shape of the pouch has to change. I think that's a 1924 Carlisle pouch, and then you get a 1942 one, which is slightly bigger to fit the cardboard ones.
Attached to the cartridge belt have Repro M36 suspenders from at the front, and attached to the suspenders I have the M36 Musette bag. And if we look over here, I have...
Wait a minute, what's he done? What? So, what are they... How is it crossing out? Oh, never mind. You know what, why am I worried about how it's attached?
Attached to weird. The suspenders, I have the M36 Musette bag.
Yep.
And if we look over here, I have felt shoulder pads.
Yep, good. Why are they this weird colour?
I haven't really messed with those yet.
I'm beginning to think they came in grey now.
Over here, I
see it so often.
M1 helmet.
Yeah.
It's reproduction from at the front.
Good size helmet net.
Has, I believe, 1 inch netting, olive drab netting on it.
Big, but
with the first aid.
That needs to come off.
Airborne.
Tight on your suspenders.
Pouch.
Strange colour, but you know.
Have the World War II style liner.
The what? Sorry? No, it's not a World War II style liner. That's a modern plastic liner. World War II has a tortoise shell.
The airborne chin strap system inside, and also has the snaps for...
Also got swivel bail. But you know, if it's the first one you get, then you know nobody goes and buys fixed bail helmets for their first helmets.
The outside shell chin strap to snap inside and attach to the liner itself. So nothing really special about that. Just a
it's an M1C
standard Repro airborne helmet.
Yeah, well, it's M1C.
And also have
sort of
scrim, burlap scrim for Normandy.
The colours of that doesn't look too bad.
So we'll move on to the last part of the equipment section, and that would be the M1 rifle, which this is just a Denix replica, non-firing. I just have it as a stand-in until I can get an actual M1.
Yeah, see, the Denix ones, you put some work into them and they do look very, very good. But you know, they can rub them down, you can put in stain into the wood, you can scratch up, well, not scratch up, but just rub it so that it's, you know, the metalwork's got all the wear and tear in the right places. You can hide some of the bolts and the screws which shouldn't be there. You can put it into original woodwork. There's loads of different things you can do with them. You can drill out the butt stocks and take off, or drill out the stock, take off the crappy Denix butt plate, put an original butt plate on them with the door, so then you can put your oilers and stuff inside the wood. Yeah, they can take a lot of work, but they can look very, very good.
So, I mean, it looks pretty decent for pictures and stuff.
Yes.
I mean, the metal's kind of seems like it's a cheap pop metal.
Oh, it's very cheap metal.
Kind of doing this oxidizing thing, which is kind of weird. So, other than that, I mean, it looks pretty good as a stand-in. So, that's it for the equipment section. So, the last section is special uniform items here. And
got a 41.
What I mean by special is I'll explain that first off with the M41 jacket. M41 jacket being used by paratroopers. Well,
Well, no. He said it's not used by paratroopers. No, it is used by paratroopers. It's the B class. It's the Class B uniform. So everybody had a Class B uniform. Wool trousers, which the paratroopers wore under their 42s, and you wear that with the wool shirt, the M41, and a tie. That's your Class B. So that's your going out to a village pub while in England. You know that it's that sort of uniform. Mess hall, meetings, not that the average GI goes to meetings, but it's that sort of more casual look than you wearing your combats all the time.
Not exactly by parachutists, but by glider troops and airborne units. Up until Market Garden in late 1944, would have been using pretty much leg infantry uniforms, which the M41 jacket was a part of. So
everybody had their 41 jacket.
Anywhere from Operation Husky to Overlord in Normandy, your glider troops are going to be typically wearing leg infantry uniforms. So
yeah, but yeah, glider troops. That was their combat uniform as well.
Glider impression that I'll be working on after I get my basic airborne impression finished. So we'll move on to the next and last part, which this is the wool service overcoat. It's an original, dated January 1945. Got it on eBay. Really nice jacket.
Yeah, it's a great coat. It's one of those really, really handy things to have. Obviously, paratroopers do not jump with a great coat. The thing is ginormous. You can't really roll it up properly. If you did, you wouldn't be able to put it anyway. You'd have to carry it. But when the public have gone in the evenings as an extra layer over your sleeping bag, they are a really, really handy thing. I have two. And my son has one, so we have a good pile of them around the house. They're really handy.
Or coat, I should say. The only issues this coat has some damage from moths. There's just a couple places on the coat that are like that, but it's hardly even noticeable. But for $50, I got a really nice coat. So, and that's it for the special guys. Was my World War II U.S. Airborne impression. I'll be posting update videos as I improve my impression, but right now I just wanted to show off my basic paratrooper impression.
Okay, I want to check the comments because I get the impression this guy's really, really new to the hobby. And he says he'd do more videos when he gets more things. So this is December. We'll give him a thumbs up. Yeah, somebody else said the buttons on the M42 look off. They seem way too close. Yeah. It's at the front M42s, the buttons are further apart. Yeah, so are mine. I recommend pockets in a waterproof bag. Yes, I've done the same thing. You have things in your pockets. It rains, everything gets trashed. I guess it just depends on the run of the jacket. Yeah, I've never seen them like that. Should I make a name for my reenactment or use my real name? Oh, I know people who do both. And this is too long for reenactment. Xander Mays, U.S. Army, 101st Airborne, 307th Glide Infantry, 2nd Battalion C Company. Well, it's a mouthful. Let's see if he has any more videos. Videos. Oh, looks like he does. Vietnam War. No, we don't care about Vietnam War. Gear update. That's modern. Korea. Boots, combat service, reproductions. No, okay, so he's not done any more World War II videos. Okay, fine. Right, in which case I will end it there. Yeah, I mean, I get the impression it was all very new. So what could I say? I know I said I ended it there, but no, I'll quickly recap. The uniform, get some decking oil, soak the whole thing in decking oil, hang it in the garden, leave it, wait till it dries. You'll get that CC2 impression with it. It's so easy to do. It shows some real attention to detail. That cartridge belt has got to go. You've got to have pistol belt and riggers. Other than that, it's a really good foundation for a good impression. In Mistrop 44, we say to people, don't even try and buy everything all in one go. You go for the minimum, the bare minimum kit. M42, shirt, helmet, boots. That's it. Get that right first, because just those few items on their own, you need a CC2, your jacket, your trousers. You need to sew a patch on. You need to sew a patch on your shirt. You've got to get some laces for your boots. You've got to sort a helmet out, and just sorting a helmet out, you've got to find a liner. You've got to find A-frames, or you buy it all from J. Murray and get it all imported all to the UK. It's not an easy one-stop shop. You don't just walk into Soldier Forge and go, give me all of your stuff. Because you've got to get the right things from the right places. And work goes into all of them. But you get those building blocks in place, and then you start looking at your webbing. And buy it bit by bit. To go out and buy everything in one go and try and do everything in one big hit, it's unfeasible. It really is. And we don't expect anybody to do that because it's just unrealistic. Okay, I hope we see more from him. I want to see how he progresses and what else he does with this impression. Okay, so we'll keep our fingers crossed. We'll try and check back. Airborne Jones. Okay. Good start. Right, that's enough from me. I'm waffling. Until next time.